Hi. 5 ways to reduce turnover. Obviously, in our industry these days, it's very hard to find qualified staff, and it's even harder to keep them. So here are 5 ways that you can help them, feel more a part of your company, and therefore want to grow and stay with it. First of all, one-on-one meetings. Okay, every 3 months, on average, try to do an impromptu meeting. You sit down with people, you ask them, how's it going? What do you like about the restaurant? Where do you see opportunities? What's going on with your life? What are your plans? Where are you headed? What's up with you? So basically what you're going to find out is if everybody starts complaining about a specific issue in the restaurant, it's something you can address. If they're all liking something that you've changed, or a certain thing that you maybe had doubts about, if that policy or that way of working was working for them, they'll tell you. So whatever they like or dislike, you can keep or make some modifications if they apply, or and if it's a justified complaint. And then you'll find out also who's going out with who's moving where, who's traveling. So you'll be able to, a lot of times that's how I found out when I was managing, who was planning on going to Europe for 2 months, who was leaving. I'd find out months before they would tell me who was going where. So in planning my hiring for the next season, I could take into consideration that some people might be moving, and some key parts, and who I could maybe elevate to a different level or a different role. So those meetings are a mine of information for you. And in doing them, they'll see that you care and that you want to know how they like the place, and they're going to feel that much more attached. Second of all, doing timely evaluations. So whether it's every 6 months, every year, but taking time to write down an evaluation, sitting down with them, asking them what they expect as an evaluation, and then being able to evaluate fairly their work is going to give them, and then from there you can give them specific goals or things they need to work on. They'll be able to focus on where they need to be, and again they'll feel more valued, and they'll have a clear idea of what's expected of them, how you see them, how you perceive them. Sometimes maybe some weaker people will decide to leave because they don't feel that they can attain what you want, which is kind of a blessing in disguise. And other times people will elevate their game, which they wouldn't have done if they didn't really sit down and have a talk with you. So that's definitely time well spent, and help them keep them on board the team. Satisfaction survey, something you can do yearly. Anonymously, ideally. Okay, it's something that's going to give you a wealth of information. Also, asking them if they like their job, would they like their wage, if they like what do they like inside the restaurant, with the policies and this. So having 20, 30 specific questions, it's going to give you a good idea of how satisfied they are with their work. And doing it anonymously, you'll get really the real answers. From there, what I usually suggest is doing a game plan with some of the issues that they have, and telling them how you're going to fix them. Post that so they know that you're taking their comments for granted. And obviously there are going to be some weird requests and that you can accommodate, but addressing the issues that they have, even if it's to explain why you can't change it, then they'll have the knowledge, and a lot of times it will ease those things. Instead of building frustrations until they explode and decide to leave, knowing that it's being addressed and that you understand their concerns, and that you respond to them, is definitely going to help. So satisfaction survey is a third way of doing that. Internal posting for jobs. If you're going to hire, always try to hire in-house first. Post a job so you'll see who's curious to move within the company, who wants to maybe change jobs, who's unhappy in the situation they're there, or who's eager to move with the company. This way it's a great coaching opportunity to sit down with them and say, possibly it's somebody that you want there, but you'd already have thought of them anyways in the first place. And if they're not, you could say, listen, here's what I like and what I see, but here's what I need to see in your work to be able to promote you. Let's say it's a busboy that wants to be a server. Well, sometimes you're not totally up on your tasks and we have to tell you to go to a table to clean it. How would you fare as a server? I couldn't be on you like we are when you're a busboy. So it's a coaching opportunity to tell them specific things they need to get better. So it's going to elevate the whole team anyways, and possibly you're going to get yourself some people that are going to want to improve their work to get to the next level, and you can promote them in 6 months or a year. And that's a great way for them to not get frustrated that they're stuck in the position they're in if they're frustrated, but they'll specifically know what steps they need to take to get to the next level. And fifth, team activities. What can you do with them outside the restaurant? Okay, so that's going to strengthen the whole team unit, and it's going to show them that you're not a robot or a machine or just a cash counting manager or an office person. They're going to see that you're human. They're going to when people build same thing that we build relationship with the guests. If you build relationship with your team, it's going to strengthen that. So whether it's to do a picnic, a Christmas party, a beach outing, whatever you can do, it doesn't have to cost you a fortune. If there's a beach close by that you can get an area and organize a little volleyball thing, bring a couple of cool prizes, maybe do a little like a little Oscar ceremony when you give prizes for the best server, the best hostess, the most likable person, whatever. People like to be motivated with stuff. You buy, you know, a couple hundred hot dogs or burgers, some pops, and if they're older, a little bit of booze, and have a good time together. And they're great ways of strengthening the team and getting people to know each other, getting them to know you. So those are 5 ways that you can help reduce your turnover. If you have any questions or comments about this, I'd love to get them. Hope you're well. I'll see you soon.